Welcome in to the Cero post-show of what was a historic day number one down here in New Zealand at the Cero New Zealand Pro presented by Bonsoy. It felt like it was about time that we saw the championship tour come back to New Zealand, and why not do it for the first time ever at a new location right here at Raglan, Manu Bay. Saw some fun lefts throughout the day. It was nice to see the tour start to swing the other way. My name is Jessie Starling, joined in the booth by my big sister True Starling and my other big sister Richard Lovett. Guys, today was fun. I loved seeing, well, welcome to the family first of all.
Thank you.
But I love seeing,
Honoured.
yeah, so many people just rise to the occasion of a new location here, Richie.
Yeah, incredible stuff. I think everyone was really looking forward to getting here at Raglan. And Manu Bay has produced. We had really fun waves all day. Fun to go left again. We know there was anticipation from all the goofy footers on the tour, on the men and the women's side. They didn't disappoint us. Some really some high-scoring action, some great surfing, and some problems from some people actually trying to figure out the wave as well. So we had a little bit of everything today, but beautiful conditions.
Truzy, we grew up going left. Yep. We got to see the championship tour come to our home break at Narrabeen, so we knew a lot of these people could go left. But this place, it forced everyone to be a rookie again. Did it feel like it evened out the playing field a little bit more?
For sure. I definitely think so. And I think, as Richie touched on, it sort of created a couple of speed bumps, a couple of hurdles. But I do feel like you were able to see everyone start fresh, you know, and they gained a lot of respect for the place as well. And they were in a sense of like, okay, this is a new place. I can't come here with any sort of ego. I need to really reset and look at it with a new lens and look at competing in a different light in Whangaroa. I mean, we've had some beautiful waves. We've had some big heats. And it's been a great day.
Richie spoke about some people not figuring this wave out. One person who wasn't like that, he figured this wave out so beautifully, was Gabriel Medina. What an impressive show that he put on today.
Yeah, incredible stuff. You know, it's we don't really need to say he's back. It's stating the obvious. You know, you look at the colour of the jersey that the man has on at the moment. He's top of the ratings right now, and he is in career best form. And really just taking apart these waves. He stayed so busy. I think he rode upwards of 12 waves, and each one of them just a clinic really of how to frontside ride this wave. Beautiful stuff. He kind of owned this heat from start to finish, just super confident, lots of power, gave us all the variety, ticked all the boxes. The judges were happy.
He just felt like he just surfed such a smart heat. True, we got to call this one with Molly, and we got to chat about how hard it is to break an overlapping heat down in two, and he really nailed every single box.
Yeah, as Molly said, she'd want to play him if he was in a game, you know, and I think he's one of those surfers that you really respect out in the water, but how can you not respect this on land as well? He stayed there for another 30 minutes to 40 minutes with all the local groms signing T-shirts and hats and anything else.
Gabby Medina, 7.67 and a 7.53, just a lovely opening round heat total. Took out Eli Hanneman, who fought back at the end of that heat, and it was nice to see him finally break out of that opening round too. It's been a while since we've seen Eli really put a heat together, but it feels like getting one heat win, it can start to snowball, hopefully, for other events for Eli. Yeah,
for sure. You know, Eli's he's one of those real hard workers, and dropping off the tour, getting back on, putting all the work in, and he got the heat win earlier this morning, and then obviously just came up against someone who's just on fire. Really hard to stop that when it's happening.
Someone who caught fire in that last heat, Alejo Muniz, he'd matched up against George just recently and lost. So this was a rematch. He got the win, and he's with one of our favourites, Vaughan Blakey, down on the glass.
Alejo, congratulations, man. What a beautiful afternoon to have a heat, and you got one back on Georgie Pitar as well.
Yeah, you know, I was worried before that we were going to still surfing today because the waves were really hard before. But in the end, we were really lucky. I think we got the best timing of the day. He beat me at Snapper, but he's one of the best surfers on tour right now. So it means so much for me to win this heat, you know, and to be here again. This is my last year on tour. That's why everyone is so happy that I'm making heats, you know. So yeah, I'm stoked to be on the next round.
I think everyone's happy to see you making heats, mate. We know how much you're like cherishing every moment that you're getting on this year's tour, but that's a pretty special one.
Yeah, it is really special. You know, I'm traveling this year with Miggy, Sammy, Bruno, and they've been telling me every day, bro, I know it's your last year, but you can do it. Just like put I've been putting the work, you know. I've been trying so hard. I've been carrying a knee injury too, which was like bad for the first 3 events, but here for some reason it felt good, and yeah, it's good to have them with me. Last year I already have I feel like I won already when I saw Miggy winning at Bells, and then to see Miggy and Sammy on the top 5 as well, it's really inspiring. So I'm just happy to make this first hit for the boys.
And one other thing that feels good, mate, is you're surfing on this wave. Like your style, it's just custom built for this, you know, scooped out little wave face. You're obviously connecting with it.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a while since we had like a left point break on tour, and I don't surf much point breaks at home at all. But I feel good on my backhand. My board is working amazing, so yeah, I'm stoked to be on the next round.
Congratulations, mate. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you, obrigado.
Awesome, thanks, Borno. Alejo is just one of those guys where he's really easy to love. He really is this kind, really approachable guy. I know George got knocked out, and George is your boy, Richie, but to see Alejo, it's his last year on the championship tour, to be making heats and getting results for his last time, it is pretty cool to see.
Super cool. You know, you've got to pay respect to good surfing, and that heat was amazing for Alejo. He kind of did everything right, picked the right waves. He kind of wasn't holding back. He just got into top gear when he needed to. Surfed incredibly well. So yeah, hats off to him. He deserved the win.
Thinking to the women's side of the tour today, we obviously saw a lot of upsets, but we saw a couple of really cool matchups. No one better than this lady, though true. Carissa went excellent.
Riss is making mum life look easy on tour. I mean, she is on absolute fire at the moment, an 8.67 and a 7.67 to back it up. She is just causing upsets here. I mean, she's competed here at Raglan before. She's won here as well, and I think Riss is one of those competitors that you don't want on any day, and for Bella Kenworthy unfortunately bowing out, but you could see they had a cuddle and an emotional moment at the end, and she's really inspiring the younger generation to perform, but her backhand attack is lethal. Finding those moments, releasing the fins exactly when she needs to. She's just looking in form.
Bella Kenworthy, you know, there's this great story between those two where Riss had a lot to do with her junior careers and getting to compete against her. She mentioned it was a win either way.
Yeah, coming up against your hero, it's always a special one, and this time Riss getting the nod. But, you know, for me, Carissa's been in incredible form all year. You know, I don't think it's been a case of, oh, you know, Riss is just trying to find her form. She kind of hit the Aussie leg, all guns blazing, and we were like, whoa, it's like vintage Riss. She's looking incredible. So the form's there, and now the heat wins are starting to come. Obviously, the emotional one up on the Goldie, but she looks like she means business here in New Zealand.
I love that she's finding rhythm here as well. She had her first ever win here on her rookie year over at Taranaki, and then she finaled in New Zealand 2011 and 2012, the 2 years following. So she has a really good connection with this place. She's pretty open to talk about that as well. Something we need for her connection to keep flowing throughout the event is waves. And today you can see it started to die a little bit, but on the right tide, we can get some really fun waves, Richie.
Yeah, for sure. You know, the swell kind of hung in most of the day. We saw the frequency of waves in the set started to drop off a little bit as well. In the morning, we were sort of seeing 3 and 4 wave sets. And then this afternoon, it was down to 1 and 2 wave sets. So we are on a declining swell. But, you know, fingers crossed, we're going to turn up in the morning and check it out and see what happens.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Surfline forecast. It's pretty interesting to see what we have coming up for the rest of the week, True.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. It feels like, you know, today we started off really strong, but hopefully we'll wake up tomorrow and see some more swell. And it's one of those things, it just feels like you have to wake up and see, but thanks to Surfline.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see these purple blobs coming under Australia, and then it's that southwest energy that comes up between New Zealand and Australia, and that's what we're after here, these strong southwest swells that come up towards Raglan, wrap around into Manu Bay here. So this is what we're looking at for tomorrow, 3 to 4 foot faces. In the afternoon, it's going to tick down a little bit again, and then kind of more of the same for the next 3 or 4 days. So we're going to have to duck and weave and come down and check it out. We've got sort of cross-shore winds again, so similar to what we saw today. But, you know, the forecast, it is what it is. We've got to deal with it. We've got to come down and check it out. And surprisingly, this is the ocean, though. Anything's possible. These little bumps can kind of present themselves, and there may be opportunities for us to run some heats.
just feel like you never know until you come down here. It could be absolutely pumping, and we really don't know until we put eyes on the ocean. So I'm excited to see potentially a bit of an increase in the period on Sunday, so it might be a little bit bigger than what we're really thinking it is. So we'll just have to do a rock up and check it moment, Truzy.
Yeah, I love those kind of mornings as well.
It's our mornings.
Yeah, we love it. You don't know what to expect. You go, you know what, I'm just going to wake up, I'm going to go get a coffee, go down to the beach. I mean, Raglan Roast are providing with the coffees, and the mornings have been beautiful as well. So I think, yeah, you got to hope for the best and stay optimistic.
Let's take a look at our top 5 moments for today, because it was, like I mentioned at the start of the post show, a historic day down here, and it was Morgie coming in at number 5 here, Rich.
Yeah, Morgan Siblick, he has been just such a good talent coming out of Australia for the past couple of years, but he's kind of been hitting these roadblocks, but he is back in form now. It's undeniable, and the backhand, I think, is one of his real strengths. So, you know, he had a tough match up against Ethan Ewing, and he got the job done, which is great to see.
This was an emotional felt one. You really wanted to see Tia make it out of this round, and she finally did that today too.
And she did it in fine form, Jessie. I mean, Tia Zabrowski just absolutely lit it up out there this morning. She was in form on her backhand, hitting every section perfectly, just turning on a dime. And I think, you know, she fought for that win. She didn't want to let that one go, and you could see there was a lot of emotion behind it as well.
Filipe Toledo, he's a standout no matter where we go across the world, but it was a weird tide here, and Filipe finding this gem out of nowhere.
Some of the bigger sets that we saw poured through in this heat, and interestingly, Filipe took out a twin fin, so go figure, getting the highest single wave score of the day, but just looked so spicy and fast. Really just ramping up on the backhand, gave us all the variety, gave us the big cutbacks and carves, gave us the under the lip slides, gave us the tail flare. He had it all, and was in real control in this heat, so great to see Filipe march through.
Dodged a buoy at the end there as well. Filipe is going to match up against this guy, Medina, who was such a standout today, Truth.
Oh, he really was. He was electric out there this morning and taking to the sky as we see him do, but just a little bit extra in that heat today. I mean, Medina was looking in fine form, and you know, he's so involved with everyone around him. He was getting yelled at from every direction.
And Riss doing what Riss does best here, Richie.
Yeah, Carissa back in form and back to that winning feeling. And I just feel like this is the start of what might be another title campaign for Carissa Moore. Just looking on point, and as you said, just channeling the mum vibes. I don't know, she looks like she's doing it easy in the water, but I don't know what's happening on land. I'm sure it's been a bit of an adjustment, you know, having Bub and hubby on board as well. But all good vibes for Riss and lots of smiles.
How cool that we got to break down day one of surfing at a brand new location. Richie, thinking back to your years on tour, if Raglan was on the schedule, you'd just be stoked.
I would have loved it. Again, you know, I preferred my backhand, so this sort of wave totally suits my vibe. I wish it was a CT when I was on the tour, but I get to sit in the chair and do it and watch every single heat, so I'm really, really happy.
And Truzy, your first day ever working a CT broadcast, it was a pretty good day.
It was a pretty good day, no complaints here. I mean, like Richie, I love my backhand. I grew up at a left, and I love watching people go left. So I was, really excited to see some of the best do their thing out there.
Well, we're going to wrap it up. That's it from us today. You guys have plenty of highlights to watch from what was an incredible day one of surfing. Call time tomorrow is 7:20 a.m, so check back in with us then to see if we're going to run some more heats here. Thanks, guys.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.